I will give a brief overview of the Southeast Europe 2020 strategy, of course with a focus on the governance for growth pillar of the strategy and the dimension effective public services, and how the countries are going about both its preparation, but what is more important, its implementation. I've also had the pleasure of working for the Regional Cooperation Council during the preparation of the strategy, so basically I have first-hand experience in the process of preparing the strategy. But basically a couple of words about the overall thinking or rationale behind the strategy. I mean, it came as a natural response of the countries in the region, of the accession countries, to the European strategy for growth and development, Europe 2020. As you might be aware, all the EU countries have committed to smart, sustainable and inclusive growth by 2020 and have set for their own countries overall objectives to achieve until 2020. And since naturally the ambition of the countries in the region is to accede into the EU, countries came together and said we also have to try and replicate some of these goals and objectives that the European countries have set for themselves until 2020. So let's try to do the same for our countries, of course taking into account the specificities of our region. And while the strategy Southeast Europe 2020 mimics Europe 2020 in a way that it has smart, sustainable and inclusive growth pillars, it also has two extra pillars. And these are integrated growth, basically trying to commit the countries to strengthen economic linkages among themselves in terms of enhancing trade and investment cooperation, and then also governance for growth, because good governance is seen, as it was mentioned by the previous speakers, as a key enabler to growth and development.